Okay, Shinobi Striker Last Battle DLC. Finally. If you want to see the description of the abilities, just pause right here, and this I'll have the whole list for you. Yeah. First thing I want to touch on is the way this DLC fights. This Sasuke, I just love his combat moveset. It's so interesting, so unique, really really cool. His ninjutsu is cool. Like it's gonna be a big upgrade in the defensive category for sure. You're gonna see a lot of defenses players running around with these type of builds now that they have, you know, Sasuke. I also want to talk about his Susanoo. This Susanoo is possibly one of the most overpowered things we have seen for a while. This so far from what I've seen, this thing negates all damage. Like you literally do not take damage from this thing whenever you're in it. And it lasts a pretty decent long while. Like Sharingan, Uchiha, Flame Formation, Kamui, like they're all practically irrelevant now. Because like this thing, it isn't just a one hit use and it doesn't last. I feel like I don't. It could just be me, but I feel like it lasts way longer than Kamui and way more effective. And you can actually hit back while you're in it. It's something like this. This thing literally is a actual game changer. Uh, I'd like to see builds of this in the future because this will like what would you pair this up with? It would be really interesting, especially since it's like in the defensive category. Like what are you gonna do? Like imagine seeing this in a match. You're just gonna be annoyed because you can't hit them. They can hit you. You run. It's like you S class ninja. You run on sight. And the flying thrust heavenly hand power. That ooh. Okay, so usually there would be like you have your other Sasuke with his limited ability to switch, and then you have Chidori, but that's no longer needed. You have both of them in one build. So like, I mean, unless you don't have the DLC, then yeah, that would still you can still use that obviously, but like it practically because that's a common build. So now you don't have to waste another slot. It's one ability, which is I think is really neat. Yeah. Also, one thing I've always liked about the Chidori in this game, you know, against like the Rasengan, is that when you strike someone with like the Chidori, the lightning blade, they kind of just like stun a little bit and they fall. Versus the Rasengan, reduces movement speed. Yeah, that's cool. And then it blasts them like 20 miles away. Same with like, actually, I don't think so. The Lariat, I don't know if it does that. I might have to look back, or you guys can just tell me. But yeah, that's one of the things I like about the Chidori. And now like it's the same with this ability because now you're just able to teleport, stab, and like once they get up, just continue hitting them, doing your combo. Just absolutely Madara slapping them. Also, if you have both of these abilities active, then like, well, first off, it teleports, hits them, and then like they can't do anything about it. They can't hit back. Susanoo is active. What are they gonna do? You just that's, the thing about the Susanoo is right. Either you can waste this, or you can absolutely like make the most out of it when you're using it. Because if you're using the Susanoo, there's nothing they can do. They either run away or they act not the brightest and continue to trying to attack you. Because like what realistically, what are they gonna do? So like making the most of this, what you would want to do is try your best to repeatedly get them in your combo. Like don't let them go. As long as you don't let them go, having this Susanoo's a nice kill is what I should say. It's a nice way to get a kill, and it really helps with as long as you track. All you need to do is technically just keep tracking them, and don't let up basically. Next is Sasuke's substitution jutsu. It's, I guess, a dimension teleporting jutsu because He has the ability to teleport during. Well, actually, yeah, he has the ability. Did he? He didn't have that. I don't think during the last. Did he? Not the last. The last battle and like during the Kaguya fight because as far as I'm concerned, he could only do that maybe in the last battle, like in Baruto. I don't know what that's about. Still a nice ability to have. You guys can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure right during the Kaguya fight, that's not something he could do. He couldn't just teleport you through the dimension, so that's it's nice. It's nice to have because I strictly remember the scene where Obito and Sakura are trying to get Sasuke back, and obviously, if he could just teleport through dimensions, he would, but he can't, and they have to, combine Sakura's chakra with Obito to get Sasuke back. And he barely makes it back using the his teleportation with his Rinnegan. I'm pretty sure every time I use his substitution, it gives you a slight invisibility after you use it, but I could be wrong. If you have the DLC, let me know, But it seems like that's what's happening when I use it. Literally every time I did this with Sasuke, all I can think of is that time Naruto comboed Sasuke, or the time where Rock Lee was kicking Gaara into the air. Like, it's ridiculous. I've been getting beat up, so yeah. I'm not the best Shinobi Striker player. I'm actually, I'd say, just average. If I'm being honest with you, I just like playing it. And I'm on low health, and this Susanoo, like the ability saves me. Like I'm walking around and hoping somewhat, I'll get a healing scroll, trying not to die. Even though it's just a practice match, I'm just testing out the abilities. And this is my first time using these abilities. In these 2 matches here. But that's basically I'm just running around, hoping I don't die because I take every game seriously. True gamers, true gamers. If you're there, you know what to do. And I'm just trying to evade all of their attacks. I'm going after the scroll over here, and it doesn't help me out because it's not a healing scroll. I'm just sitting here waiting, and it's just pointless. And I get a cooldown scroll, which I'm like, I didn't want that. But then I think about it, I'm like, wait, that's actually pretty good. That means I can just use Susanoo and not die. So I was like, second best thing I could have gotten. Except for the fact that Konan had just used her secret technique, which means they kind of just had taken it off earlier. But after it goes away, you can see that I should have died. If this was a real match, I would have died a long time ago. But this is just, kind of like a preview to show, like, it saved my life. I would have been hit. I totally would have been hit somewhat by the time. Like, this isn't a skill. I just kept trying to evade until I got it and then just go ham on anyone that was nearby. So, yeah. So the last thing I need to talk about is the secret technique. I think it's pretty cool. The animation's cool. I like how even when you use it, it stays true to the plot. It has the all the planetary devastation. That Sasuke used after he put the Biju in the Genjutsu. It's accurate. I one of the things I love is accuracy. So you already know. I liked it. But yeah, thank you for watching this. And if you enjoyed it, subscribe. Like, I know my voice isn't the best pleasing. You know, but I felt like for a video like this, you have to, speak. I could have just made a video, showing off all the abilities and whatnot. But I thought, that was kind of lame. Something like this, a game I enjoy, my favorite anime. I felt like, I actually wanted to put in a little bit more effort. Um, it was fun making the video. Actually, it was a very quick process. Also, if you liked it, stay around, subscribe.